Tainer, tell us what this day means to you and tell us about this day.
Well, this is our National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, where we remember and honor the children who were stolen and taken away to residential schools. Many of them, about 10%, never made it back. They perished at these schools. So not only are we honoring the survivors, we're honoring the children who never came home. And this is the day that the entire community, the larger community beyond Alderville, are getting together to march in support of this really important day of remembrance. And it's one of these days that we're glad to see it growing every year. You can see all the people behind here, and we still have more coming. So we're hoping for a really good turnout for people just to show their support for us and our ancestors.
Is the, if I can say the word, and maybe it's the wrong word to use, but I mean, is the respect getting better?
I would say so. Every year we find that people are more informed about the issues, about the abuse that happened at the residential schools. So this is why we do this day. It's a day to not only remember, but it's a day to teach what reconciliation is all about. It's not just a one-sided affair. Everybody is a part of reconciliation. And that's what we're here to see, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Last question, on a personal note, how does it make you feel?
It makes me feel really good. I'm not sure if you know, but I've spent over half my life working on residential schools, survivors' issues, getting them the justice that they needed. There was a time when people didn't know anything about residential schools. When I explained what I was doing, they had no clue. They didn't know what I was talking about. But so to see it come to this point, full circle, it's just incredible to see.
And sorry, I didn't know that you were that much involved in it. I've always said for years, and it sort of brings it to light what you're saying, education through communication. If people don't know, so the education, the communication is a paramount for this.
Exactly. I think that's you hit the nail right on the head there. So if we can just make a difference in one person's life, a difference in the way one person sees how the history has negatively affected Indigenous people, then we've done our job here.
Philip, tell me what this day means to you.
Truth and Reconciliation Day is incredibly important. It memorializes forever the trauma, the intergenerational trauma that Indigenous peoples have felt in our country because of the residential schools. This trauma, one of the meaningful stories I've heard from residential school survivors, was a young man who lost his toothbrush at one of these residential schools, and he asked for another one. After being yelled at, the so-called, in quotes, teacher grabbed a new toothbrush, stamped it into the ground, rubbed it in his mouth, and then gave it to him and said, "This is what you deserve." It's that type of trauma that has hurt Indigenous people for decades. This is a time to announce that truth and to continue the process of reconciliation that we all are on that journey on together, to make sure that we can grow up in a better country where all Canadians, regardless of where they came from, have an equal opportunity at the Canadian dream.
This is always meaningful, this walk that we have in Alderville. Talk a little bit about taking part in that.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like that story I just told you, Pete, was actually I heard while on the walk here. You can feel it's an opportunity for us all to come down as a community, acknowledge the trauma, but just as importantly, start the journey to move forward.
Peter. A little bit about the 60 scoop. So once the residential schools were ongoing, but then the abuses started to come out in the public, and there started to be a few investigations into what was happening at these schools. So with different messages and teaching about truth and reconciliation. So we all know that the Truth and Reconciliation Commission had 94 recommendations. We are still trying to implement all of them. They're there for a reason.
Ancestral grounds. I ask that you look after them. You look after all those caregivers and all those parents who have missing those children way back. The chief mentioned all the various recommendations that have come down. And Creator, I ask that you help the leadership in this country to look after those recommendations. We've got a long way to go. We've just scratched the surface. There's still a lot of people out there that don't understand and don't really care. And I ask that you look after them and give them that strength and that willingness and that open-mindedness and that love and that respect. And I ask that you take care of everyone in this circle today and help the families and help the communities. And at this time, I just want to acknowledge some of our communities that have lost people in the last little while through abuse, drug abuse, alcoholism, various social issues that we have. And it's all as a end result of the residential school systems and the 60 scoop and all the traumas that we've faced over the years. Creator, I ask that you look after each and every one in this circle so that we learn and we open mind and we are take that time to find out about the history of our people. I ask that you look after our leadership and help our leadership in a way to guide us and give us that strength and continue the teachings that we have each and every day so that we can learn more about where we're at, why we are where we're at, and what we need to do to continue. I look to you, Creator, to look after these little ones that are running around and those yet unborn. These are our future, these little ones.